So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to approve you for the apartment. You're just short of the 3 times the amount of the rent that is required. So I'm sorry about that. I won't be able to approve you. Okay. Just curiosity, do most people that come here make $7,500 a month? I think most people have multiple income sources. So, you know, they have roommates or their spouse or just other types of income. I don't think that any one person makes the $7,500 in this community. Okay, so it'll be impossible for a single person to get an apartment is what you're telling me. I don't know that it'll be impossible, but it'll be a little challenging for a single income that's not over $90,000 a year to qualify for an apartment. Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. Wait, don't go yet. I might have another option for you. What other option could you possibly have? So I don't know if you've actually ever considered buying, but when I ran your credit for the approval for the apartment, while we couldn't approve it for the apartment, it does look like I'm able to pre-approve you for $350,000 towards a house. Okay. How much would the mortgage be? Just out of curiosity. I would, of course, have to run the numbers and look at your debt to income ratio, but I would say give or take about $2,800 a month. So you won't approve me for a $2,500 rental payment, but you'll pre-approve me for a $350,000 loan on a house that would have a $2,800 mortgage? Please explain to me how that makes sense. I wish I could. It doesn't exactly make sense. I wouldn't know how to explain it to you in a way that wouldn't also confuse me. But what I'm assuming is that because the house itself is collateral, there's really no downside, because if we have to do a foreclosure, we get the house back. Yeah, but when people are renting, you can do the eviction process, which is essentially the same as the foreclosure. So you still get your property back for non-payment. So that explanation makes no sense. You're absolutely right. But I wouldn't know how to explain it to you in a way that, again, wouldn't confuse me while I'm trying to explain it. So if you want to get started on the process, we could get you approved in a few days. I'm going to go figure out how this makes sense, but thank you so much for your time.
So I saw your PTO request, but last I checked, you didn't have enough hours. Yeah, you know, you're right. But you put me to train someone that is taking way longer than expected to learn. So I am cashing in some of her PTO hours, just because I am really doing double the work. Yeah, and we appreciate you sort of picking up the slack, but it doesn't really work that way. You don't accumulate hours for extra work done. Just doing extra work. I'm doing my job and I'm doing her job because she's just not getting it. So I am going to be taking the time off. If you want to put it as unpaid, go for it. I won't be here. I have been overworking myself to help you guys out. And the thank you that I want from you is to leave me alone and let me go on my vacation. She just takes a little longer to learn. So we really, really appreciate you helping her. And I hope that you're going to continue helping her even after this conversation ends. Continuing to help her after this conversation depends on what happens when I go on my vacation. That's what'll determine whether I continue to help her or not. Let's talk more about this later, okay? If by later you mean when I get back from my vacation time, absolutely, we can talk later.
Veronika, why did I just now get this paperwork? I just got it just now. I didn't know you had a daughter with the same name as me. I don't have a daughter with your name. What? Did it bring your kid to work day today? I didn't know that either. I would have brought Luca. It's not bring your kid to work day. What are you talking about? Oh, then who were you just talking to? When? When? Just now, when you just walked into my office with your voice raised as if you were talking to one of your children. Well, I was talking to you because I asked for this information to be delivered yesterday and I just got it. I just got it right now. Oh, well, then go talk to your boss, because I was told not to submit that information until they verified what they needed to verify. But their lack of communication with you has nothing to do with me. Please let that be the last time you walk into my office yelling at me. I am not one of your children. And even if I was, you really shouldn't talk to them that way.
Veronica, I don't want to gossip or anything, but I heard Maria in the lunchroom, like talking about how you're not coming to the Christmas party and how you're antisocial. Like she was just kind of talking bad about you. I just wanted to let you know.
You said you overheard her talking. That means she wasn't talking to you and she didn't tell you to come tell me that she said that?
No, I wasn't even part of the conversation. She didn't tell me to come tell you.
Then why would you come to me with this? If she's talking shit behind my back, it's because she knows better than to come to my face with it. She respects me enough to know that I'm not going to put up with that if she comes to my face. What's said behind my back is none of my business. So for future references, I don't need to know what anyone says behind my back because it has nothing to do with me. They just know better than to come to my face with that. So again, why did you feel the need to tell me?
I don't know. I thought you would want to know that she was talking about you.
Well, I don't. Like I said, it's none of my business. So I don't want to hear any more gossip of what you've heard people saying about me. Okay? It's none of my business. And if you really want to be an ally, step up and tell them that they shouldn't be talking behind my back. And if they really want me to know, they should just come to me and say it. But that's not what you want, right? You want me to address it.
Nope. I got it.
Thank you so much for meeting with me today, Veronika. Oh, yeah, no problem. Frankly, you're just approving too many claims. Isn't that what people pay their premiums for? So that when they go to the hospital and the doctor, they can use their insurance and we pay their claims? Is this your first time working for an insurance company? Yes, it is my first time working in insurance. Okay, so that makes sense. So our goal is to deny as many claims as possible. Why would we do that? People are sick and they need their claims approved so that they can get their treatment. Can you imagine if we approved every single claim? Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that instead of 200 billion, you'd probably make 100 billion in profit, which is still outrageous. So I'm really just failing to see the issue. Not every job is for everyone. Not every job is made for every person. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what? You're probably right. I don't think this is for me because I can't with a clear conscience go and deny people with no actual reason for denial. If their doctor is saying they need a certain medication or a certain procedure, why would I deny the claim if their doctor is saying they need it? And I'm not going to take advantage of people who are just like me, just struggling to get by and pay thousands of dollars in all types of insurance only to get their claim denied just because we can, just because there's no regulation. And no, I'm not going to do that. So if you put me back on the phones, I'm going to keep approving people. So that's going to be your call. But yeah, I'm not just going to deny people just to deny them. That's insanity. Well, your resume looks fantastic. I just have to call your references and you should be good to go. You said you like to stay busy. So that's good news because we have a lot to catch up on. So just really quick, before we get any further, just because I don't want to waste anybody's time, what is the starting pay? Because I don't want to, wait for you to call me back and then find out that the starting pay is not something that I'm okay with. Yeah, so the salary ranges between $17.28 to $17.90 an hour. Okay, I definitely saw that on the website, but I do have my master's degree. So where does that factor into the pay scale? What's that? What's a master's degree? I'm sorry. Did you just ask me what's a master's degree? Yeah, all these new terms these days, no one can keep up. What does it mean? So it essentially means that I'm specialized in this field, like it's a postgraduate degree, preparing me to essentially become an expert in this field specifically. I I can't believe you don't know what a master's degree is. Oh, okay. Reggie, have you heard the term master's degree before? Do you know if we're paying any extra for that?
No, I've never heard of that.
Okay, give me just 1 second. A master's degree is fancy. Okay, all right, listen, they might kick my butt for doing this, but we can take you up to $18 an hour. I feel like that would be a fair representation of your degree. Please don't call me. I'm gonna go, but please don't call me.